welcome back, everybody, to the pit as we have a Green Bay New Lutheran, the Blazers, coming in to take on the Laconia Spartans here. This should be a good one.
Yeah, I think so. Again, popping up the rankings that we looked at before down in Division 5, Green Bay New Lutheran is ranked second in the state, second only to Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran, which prior to this poll did not play a match. So that's just based on what they have coming back. And I believe Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran won it a season ago, won the state championship. So I believe that's why they're the first ranked team, but Green Bay New Lutheran are tremendous outfit. They were ranked just for a lot of last year. And
what does the N.E.W. stand for? Because it's got
Northeast
dots.
Wisconsin, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe
that was cold quick with that. You
maybe
went to that.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true. If so, it's a little redundant. Green Bay, Northeast Wisconsin. That's the only one in
I would
Wisconsin.
think it's got something to do with the Lutheran church that it's involved in.
Could be.
Finley Morgan gets a tip shot to start, gets it to go. Good to get her going early for the Spartans. They lead 1-0 to start. Scarlett Nitz will come in to serve. Nitz serves into the back row to the libero, Jaden Schmidt. Cross court set. Dug out by Scarlett Nitz. And McCauley with a big swing off the block. We got a whistle, and point will go. I think we had a 10 I'm going to go with. Well, they have 2 zeros out there, so holding up a 0 ain't going to help me.
Someone
10 or
from
30
the
in the net. Scarlett Nitz will serve again. Schmidt digs it out of the back row. Set goes in the middle to McIntosh. Can't get it to go. Gable with the tip shot. Libero with the dig. Back set, dug up by Bassler. Pino set a little too close to the net. Knocked down by McIntosh, and she'll get a kill. It was a tough play for Finley Morgan. She tapped it up, and McIntosh knocked it down.
Yeah, just impossible there. As you mentioned, a little too tight to the net that time, and from Pino, and just something that we've seen just a little looser than normal, perhaps, some of the passing for Laconia today.
Big swing from McCauley goes out of bounds. She'll get the kill. It's 3-1 Spartans.
Yeah, they've been much more in system here to start this one than we saw in their last match before the break against Lake Country Lutheran.
Finley Morgan starts with the serve and rips it off the tape. 3-2. Rare error from her from the service line.
She's been great today, serving.
Adams McIntosh goes back to serve for the Blazers. That one almost an overpass. Pino gets to it. Gable knocks it down the line. Good play by McIntosh to keep it alive. And it will stay out of play. Nice play from Pino. Finds the line in that back corner.
Very nice job.
Spartans have had that happen to them multiple times. Did you figure out what the N.E.W. was?
Yeah, so they are Northeastern Wisconsin Lutheran School. And the Green Bay is just, similar to
Fond du Lac Springs.
Correct. Similar to Fond du Lac Springs, similar to Watertown Luther Prep.
Yep.
All the things where it's not actually officially part of their name. It's just a locator for people that don't know where they're from.
Good tip shot from McCauley. She'll get another kill. That'll make it 5-2. Bailey Gable at the service line for the Spartans. That one off the arms of the back row. Set over a tip shot coming, knocked down by Grotti, but I think Grotti went into the net.
Yeah, she did. It was a nice play. Well read. She just got a little too excited there, and into the net she went.
Paige Luke to serve. That one way deep. Makes it 6-3. A little bit too much heat on that one.
Yeah, and I maybe expect a touch slow of a start. It's always kind of tricky to play, 2 or 3 games right in a row and then have to sit for a match. And obviously Laconia has started from that break a little sharper than New Lutheran has.
That one rolls off the hand of Plime and falls in their own territory. Kylie Dine, the leader in the kills per set on this Blazers team, will serve. Plime had it go off her hands awkwardly, but they get to it. Plime will tip it. Knocked up off the hands of, all right, what are we going, Chaha? Is that what we're going to say?
Sure.
We're going to go with that.
Good by me.
Seems to be the tallest player we have seen today here.
Which is saying something.
which is saying something. We've seen some tall players, but she looks like she's every bit of 6'3", 6'4". I don't know, how tall is the net? 7 foot, right? I have no idea. We're not, we're not professional. Steve would have known how tall the net was.
That's for sure.
And that one hammered by Steffel off the arms of Bassler at 7-5. Libero comes out and Kira Adams-McIntosh checks back in. Chaha will go back to serve for the Blazers. A 7-5 lead for the Spartans. McCauley gets it out of the back row. Gable sets to Plime at the 10-foot line, gets it over. Set coming from Kirkner, and Adams-McIntosh knocks it down. It's 7-6. I think I need to sit. I think that's better. I don't know. Feeling a little off.
We'll get it figured out.
I know.
We got to bounce back from the break, too. That time the ceiling helped out.
Yeah, I think that one would have been gone if it wasn't for the ceiling. Kirkner with a good job keeping it alive, and that one hit deep by Steffel. Spartans get a much-needed side out. It's 8-6.
Yeah, a little run there for Green Bay New Lutheran to get back into it. And here comes Pino once again for her second chance from the service line.
A couple errors from her in that match against LCL, which is very rare. Kirkner will back set to McIntosh on the slide play off the block. It's 8-7.
Yeah, that was well run. We have not seen a ton of slides run this season, and obviously there's a reason why. It takes some timing and skill and good footwork, and that time well run by New Lutheran.
Kirkner to serve. Pino sets to Morgan off the top of the block of Adams-McIntosh. Goes out of bounds. It's now 10-7?
9-7.
9-7. They put that on the board incredibly fast.
As soon as Morgan went up, they knew. They just knew.
Nitz comes back in to serve once again.
In all seriousness, though, good to keep her rolling. She found something. She and McCauley both found something in that second set against Lake Country Lutheran, so kind of keep that momentum rolling here.
Cross-court set to McCauley, uses her fist, knocks it over. Kirchner with a back set. A swing from Steffel, dug out by Nitz. Bassler gets it up to McCauley. She'll go down the line. Back to Steffel, blocked at the net, trying to keep it up. They do. Trying to figure out if they can get it over. They do. Good play by Bailey Gable to keep the concentration. McIntosh with the swing. It's deep.
That was a really nice job there by Scarlett Nitz in the back row. I mean, that was pumped down the line and good positioning, read it well, and able to dig it up as well. And we kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, just trying to add that defensive part to the game. That's kind of what will, give her even more of the rotation.
Nice tip from Morgan, hits a couple of hands, finds the floor. It's 11-7 Spartans. Good start for the Spartans in this one, which we have not said a lot today.
Yeah. Look there at Coach Weiss, who has got to be a lot happier with how her team started this one compared to that LCL game.
Joust at the net, ends up in the Spartans' territory. McCauley with a swing off the arms of Kirchner. It's 12-7. And timeout coming from Green Bay New Lutheran. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design-build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to PinoBuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes...
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. And Nitz going to get it up with an ace.
Yeah, that one hit the wall, so dead ball.
She's ending with her, sticking with that ace percent.
Yeah.
That's 3 of for the day for Scarlett Nitz so far. 13-7. Out of the back row by Dine, set in the middle from Kirchner to Adams. McIntosh, blocked in the middle by Finley Morgan. It's 14-7. Good run from Scarlet Knits at the line here.
Yeah, and this is the third time this week we're saying this, that she's
And that one
done
lands
that.
right on the back line.
Yeah, out call from New Lutheran. Their teammates trusted it. Again, if your teammates call out, I'm all for leaving it. And that time, once again, it just dies down at the end. We talked about that on Thursday as well.
Steffel with a tip shot cross court, no good. Pino in the middle to Finley Morgan. Tries a little roll shot dug out by the libero. It's up and can't get to it. Was Kirchner. All of a sudden, it's 16-7, and Spartans are kind of rolling here in this set.
Yeah, they got the momentum here, and they are rolling right now.
And off the arms of the libero Schmidt, it's 17-7.
I'll tell you what, that is a dynamite serve because you have to return it. It's going to probably, if it's out, it's inches out. You have to play it if you're New Lutheran. And it's so deep that you got to kind of contort your body to try to get your arms on it.
Steffel with the tip shot. Good dig from Knits, but falls. And the run ends there. It's 17-8.
She certainly did her job as Kendall Plime comes back in, sends Knits to the bench.
Steffel will serve for Green Bay New Lutheran. Out of the back row by Plime. Set in the middle to Finley Morgan. Tip shot jousts at the net. Goes back in the favor of the Spartans and goes over. Nine with a back set. McIntosh hammers it way out.
Good slide play again.
It's
just, I mean, it's impressive to see a high school team go to that multiple times. And
I think Waupun was the only other time I saw one this year.
Yeah, and that tells you everything you need to know. That one's just inches deep from Finley Morgan.
It's a tough one to let go.
Yeah, I would say. And that says a lot about the Blazers because, Waupun, Landel, their middle has a ton of experience. So that's what you got to have. You got to have a good rapport with your setter. You got to have good, because that timing can't be messed up at all to be an effective slide. Otherwise, you might as well give a free ball.
McIntosh with a good serve, just dipped over top of the net. Cross court set goes to McCauley, and a big block in the middle from, that was number 10, Paige Luke. 18-11 now.
Yeah, not often you get back-to-back blocks against McCauley. And
into the net goes Adams. McIntosh will bring the libero, Jaden Schmidt, back in.
That was a timely gift that time from New Lutheran as they started to feel like they had a little momentum there after those couple of points.
Gable goes back to serve. Grotti checks in for the Spartans. Schmidt digs it up. Kirchner on to Luke and gets it over. A little tip shot from Grotti, no good. Big swing from Saha. Kept it alive, and I don't think Plime's going to get to that one. It was a miracle that Plime even got the dig on the first one.
I think the biggest difference between Lake Country Lutheran, I mean, there's plenty of differences between them and Green Bay and New Lutheran. But the serve received from New Lutheran has not been as sharp as LCL, and so we've just seen more free balls and offensive opportunities for Laconia because they haven't quite had the same defensive pressure on them that they had earlier against Lake Country.
That one tipped outside the antenna, 19-13. Luke serving for New Lutheran. Gable tries a quick set, no good. Kirchner to Chaha, no good. Back set all the way cross court, and McCauley's going to get through the block finally. And the block's been there for New Lutheran. It wasn't in the beginning. It's starting to get there now. Just a half a second late on that one.
Yeah, and a good job by McCauley to stay with it, keep swinging. And I know we made the baseball comparison earlier in the season, but you got to have that same mindset where a good hitting percentage is in the 300s, right? 300 and 400s. So you're going to have those blocks.
And, I mean, you can have a solo block in the middle when you got someone as tall as Chaha.
I would say that was impressive.
9 to serve and an ace for Kylie Dye.
Yeah, and this is starting to mirror almost weirdly that Beaver Dam match to start the morning off, and here comes the Blazers getting some momentum when it looked like the Spartans were in control.
Good job by Bassler to hustle and get that one and keep it alive. Back set from Kirchner to Chaha, off the hands of Macaulay and out of bounds. It's 20-16.
There's another slide play there. It's just, when they've gotten into, it's just been that first pass that's kind of let New Lutheran down here earlier in this first set.
9 to serve once again, rips it into the net, service there, it's 21-16.
And I think that's number 3 of this first set for New Lutheran. So like, those are a couple of things that have helped Laconia build what is now a 5-point lead late in this first set.
Bassler back to serve. Goes off the hands of the libero Schmidt. Steffel will rip it into the top of the tape and fall to the floor. It's 22-16 Spartans.
See if they do a little better job of closing this out than they did this morning against Beaver Dam.
22-16 off the tape and falls on the Spartans side. It's 22-17. And Chaha will go back to serve for Green Bay New Lutheran. Bassler digs it out of the back row. Abel goes cross court. Free ball coming over for New Lutheran. Kirchner with the set. Steffel goes deep with it. McCauley's there. Gable set in the middle to Finley Morgan with a swing off the hands, kept alive, and into the net we had 3-0, it looks like to me. That is Adams McIntosh. 23-17 lead for the Spartans. Pino will check in and try to close it out, needing 2 points here for the Spartans to win set 1. Serves into the back row, dug up. Set by Kirchner, a quick set. Pino with a good dig. Bassler gets it up. Blime's going to have to try to get it around the antenna. She does.
Just barely.
Slide play again. Deep tip from McIntosh. Back set for Gable. Big swing off the block. Good dig in the back row by Dine. Cross court set to Steffel. Blime gets it up to Gable. Gable goes cross court to Plime off the block. Another big dig from Dine. Steffel into the block and batted around and ends up being a lift. It's a double hit, 24-17, and timeout taken by New Lutheran. We'll take it with them. Set point coming up after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a...
We'll go back here for set point. Pino serving. Kirchner tips it up, and I think I'm interested to see what we're calling here.
They got something on New Lutheran here.
Yeah, something on New Lutheran. Now they threw the thumbs up. I think they're going to replay
they're going to
point.
replay it. So an inadvertent whistle.
24-17 lead for the Spartans. Still set point. Gabby Pino to serve once again. Dine digs it out of the back row. Kirchner with a set on the slide play. A little bit out of tune. Adams McIntosh knocks her out of bounds. Spartans win set 1, 25-17. A good bounce back win in the first set, Jordan.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered coming out of that Lake Country match, which again, I thought after that second set, the post-game talk would have been a little bit different from Coach Weiss, where it's like, you played all right, especially down the stretch there when they went on something like a 9-3 run to close out that second set against a really, really good potential state championship quality Lake Country team. You know you can play with them, just too many mental mistakes, and here they've erased a lot of those.
We're going to step aside and run a couple of ads. We'll be back after these messages on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live stream.
Leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams. Set 2, Spartans win set 1, 25-17. Gabby Pino will start things off from the service line for the Spartans, and they're looking for a ball. Oh, no. Officials having a conversation.
I guess I misremembered. I thought Pino started it off in set number 1, but that shows my memory.
No, I think it was...
Must be thinking of the Lake Country match.
One of them. Set in the middle to Adams McIntosh with a big swing. And that's probably how new Lutheran wanted to start that one.
Yeah. She had a couple of really nice swings early, had a couple that were a little looser later on in that first set, but you can tell she's someone that they want to get involved.
Steffel with a good serve. First pass was a little touchy for Laconia. That went off the tape on the swing from Luke. That went up by Dine. Kirchner goes back to Dine and hits it off of Coach Caitlin Weiss. It's 1-1.
Coach was there for the dig if need be.
And we'll see Scarlett Nitz come in to serve once again. Pretty consistently now. I mean, in the first match, it was a couple times. This time, anytime Plime gets there, she's coming in to serve.
Yep.
And there's an ace again. An ace per set for Scarlett Nitz today.
Yeah, she's got to be above that now, probably, because I think that's either 3 or 4 in this match alone. And, yeah, she's been impressive.
Set in the middle goes off this. Luke just kind of hit it off her forearm a little bit. It's 3-1.
Sometimes you have those weeks, right?
Yeah.
In sports, and you hope they never end. Unfortunately, we know they all do, but she has been awesome this week, and
another one.
There you go. She is. Again, we did not see her in the first 2 sets, I don't believe, against Waupun, and then all of a sudden in that third set she comes in, picks up 3 aces in that match, and the rest is history, as they say.
I think it's going to be consistent seeing her now.
Yeah, I think she's forced herself into this. I mean, that's all you got to do. If you get an opportunity, you got to force the hand of the coach to put you into the game.
The dig from Bassler. Morgan's going to get it on the net, jousted around. Good job by New Lutheran keeping it alive. Dine hits it deep. It's 5-1.
That was a great job to win that at the net by Morgan. She's outsized. In the last 2 matches, she's been outsized in the middle every single time, but she just keeps battling in there.
Nine gets a cross-court runner. Cross-court set to McCauley. Finds the back line. It's 6-1.
Great swing. Just found the corner, and here goes another run with Nitz at the service line.
I feel like it's a broken record of us saying that today.
I feel like a broken record everything I say, because this is match number 7 of or 6 of 7 of Laconia this week. So
I know.
Every storyline I think of, I feel like I'm a broken record. But 7-1, these last 2 sets, their first 2 sets against New Lutheran, this is the start that Laconia knows they need every match, and they've struggled so far this season to be able to get it, and here it is.
5-0 run with Nitz at the service line. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
The hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, 3rd generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Maine, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Plus starting Pino in the back, then you can start.
Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Nitz still serving on a 5-point run from the Spartans. It ends right there. Timeout works. A good side out coming from New Lutheran. Paige Luke will get the kill.
Had to have it from a Blazers perspective there, and just what they drew up coming out of a timeout. Good pass and good swing.
Adams McIntosh to serve. Full cross-court set to McCauley with a big swing. Good dig out of the back row. Dine pushes it deep. Pino set in the middle to Finley Morgan. Off the arms of McIntosh. Ball rattles around, and Steffel can't find it. It's 8-2. Not a whole lot you can do when Morgan gets a hold of one.
It's kind of interesting. I haven't spent a ton of time in the new gym next to us, the quote-unquote JV gym, but I bet there's actually a less impact of rafters in that gym.
It's higher. I think it's higher.
And so, little interesting that such a low ceiling. Obviously, volleyball should be the only sport that impacts. The occasional half-court heave at the in the basketball, I suppose.
Good dig right there from Pino to keep it alive. McCauley finds a little bit of a hole.
And that good job to go off speed.
I mean, you just thought it was just a harmless set just to get it over. Luke couldn't find it. 9-3. Gable goes back to serve. Gable has not had the greatest day at the line today. I think he's got 4 or 5 errors at the service line. Maybe she can wrap that up in this set. A little bit too far for Kirchner, and I think Kirchner stepped underneath the net, and that is what they're going to call.
As she came down. And an excellent job by Hayden Johnson to get up there, be a presence at the net, and not go into the net, because we've seen that a couple of times today as well.
10-3 lead, Spartans. Schmidt digs it out of the back row and just going to have to get it over, and they just barely do. Gable sets to McCauley. McCauley with the swing, finds the floor, a little off speed from Kensley McCauley. It's 11-3.
Bingo. It just looks like a totally different team than what we, even the Beaver Dam match. I mean, after Beaver Dam got that momentum, it just seemed to rattle Laconia a little bit, which doesn't happen very often.
Set goes to Dine, and it'll be her first kill of the day for the leader in kills from the New Lutheran Blazers.
You can see why on that swing. That was McCauley-esque.
Whichever McCauley you wanted it to be.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Set in the middle to Hayden Johnson off the block. 12-4.
Yeah, and speaking of broken records, I've said this 2 or 3 times in the last, but Hayden Johnson, quiet on Tuesday, but was massive on Thursday in the sweep against Springs, and here again today. Oh, that looked in.
I don't know what we're doing. He's backing up. I don't know what he's trying to figure out what to call.
That was like very clearly in. Like we're across the court and we could see that. And
was pretty sure it hit the line.
And the official on the floor got it correct.
Yep.
So props to the Coleman girl for saying, I didn't see it. Rather than making a call that you don't know, just say, I don't see it, and the referee's got it correct.
Set the Plime. She goes deep and off the back line. It's
Wow.
only the second or third time we've seen Plime really open it
Yeah.
up today, and that was a
Yeah.
good swing.
And, you know, I will say this in that Lake Country match, they did have a couple that were very close to the back line. And if they hit in, though, it changes the whole complexion, makes everything a little bit tighter in that match. And here they get a couple of those to fall, and I have an 11-point lead against a
kind of putting it to a highly ranked team in Division 5 right now are the Spartans. Schmidt with the dig. Goes cross-court set to Steffel, and she missed outside on the far close side here. Tries to go all the way cross-court. 16-4 now. And Spartans have really opened it up here in set 2. This is a completely different team than we've seen. This is the team we saw on Thursday.
Sure is.
That's more or less what I would say.
And for 3 sets on Tuesday, too. And and the Laconia we're so used to seeing for so many years now.
And Coach Weiss will be happy with this match right here and at the end of that LCL match as well. I think that might have been a little bit of a momentum swing. And it's getting out of hand now. It's 18-4.
Yeah, and this is now it's starting to, really enter a little bit eyebrow-raising territory here.
Good dig from Steffel. A quick set. Nice dig from Bassler. Gable goes to Plime. She goes cross-court. Schmidt gets to it. Overpass. Can't really get to it as Johnson and Gable. It's a little bit of miscommunication there. Ends the run. It's 18-5. And Chaha go back to serve for New Lutheran.
There's another tip from a set across. Has got an ace here for Chaha. But when setters, Josie Bassler, I've just been so impressed with her defensively, reading that set. She knows when it's going to come across, and she's there and makes a good pass.
Gable goes to Plime with another big swing. That one's deep.
Because if a team's going to do that, if they're going to go with if a setter's going to start to get cute and try to dump a couple across, you got to punish them. If you can read that well, you should be able to handle it, get a good pass to one of your setters.
Cauley from the back row with a big swing. Cross-court set to Steffel. Bassler digs it out of the back row. Gable to set. Straight up for Plime. It's a little tip roll shot. Kirchner goes back to Steffel. McCauley digs it out of the back row. Gable gets it up for Johnson. Tip shot from Hayden Johnson. And she has been very good today.
Yeah, she sure has. And that's kind of, there you go. Here's, last year, Tierney Madigan, Finley Morgan, your two middles are no difference, right? When Madigan left the floor, Morgan, very little, if any, drop off at all. And you're starting to get into the same territory where, Morgan is one of the best middles, certainly in the Flyway Conference. If she can come off the floor and you replace her with someone like Hayden Johnson, who's really starting to round the corner here, it just gets more and more exciting for Coach Weiss and her crew.
Remember, these girls are all only juniors, too.
Exactly.
So, they'll be here we got another year of them. Maybe a tough play to keep it in. Good play by Steffel to get it around the antenna. Set goes up for Finley Morgan in the middle off the hands of Jaden Schmidt.
Yeah, Laconia fans are sick of hearing that, right? These girls are only XYZ after all those years with.
And it just reloads.
That's exactly it.
Gabby Pino to serve. 20-8 lead for the Spartans, and that one another error from Gabby Pino. It's a little bit too far outside. 13-9. Steffel will go back to serve for New Lutheran. 11-point lead for the Spartans. Pino sets it up for Plime. Goes off the block. Dine gets to it. Kirchner sets back for Luke off the block. Stays in bounds. It's 20-10.
That's much better from New Lutheran these last couple of minutes. They've started to get back into this a little bit, but Laconia there was so good on a couple of stretches and just built a massive lead.
Morgan with a high tip shot. Dine gets to it, an overpass. Morgan taps it down with two hands. He's very good at that.
Yeah, the slam dunk. Get her just like on the basketball court. I'm just kidding. She can't dunk, but it'd be pretty impressive if she could. But she's figured out plenty well how to get that round orange thing to go through the hoop.
Dine with a big swing, goes deep. They're trying to call for a touch. There is a touch.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time we've seen Scarlet Knits only be in for one serve.
Just about. She had an error in the first match. Other than that, she's rattled off 2, 3, 4 points or more.
Adams McIntosh back to serve. In the middle to Finley Morgan on the set through the block. 22-11. Feel we've said that a lot today. Through the block from Finley Morgan. And Jordan, I mean, they put 1 there, they put 2 there. It really doesn't seem to matter.
No. Other than, I thought Beaver Dam did a really good, their double block did an excellent job of just taking away options. Other than that, no, it has not mattered all season for Finley. And I think, if teams are going to try to stop Laconia, I think that's got to be something that you do, but at what cost? And then what's the response from Laconia? We've talked about getting that right side involved. Can Gable be a little more of a presence over there? We've seen Grotti come in and have some swings. And so that's just that's going to be the question.
Match point for the Spartans. Dine rips it into the tape. Spartans win 25-11. They win both sets, 25-17 and 25-11. They get the job done in this one, Jordan, and it was a much better performance from that middle, the first set in LCL, which wasn't great. The middle of the second set is when they started to turn it on against LCL, and this one against New Lutheran was pretty good.
Yeah, and so I would say, you look at that first match against Beaver Dam, disappointing because you felt like you had the big lead in the first set. You let that slip away. All the momentum slips away with it. You end up losing that one in 3. And then, the Coleman match, you took care of business, as you should have. But, as you mentioned, the slow start against Lake Country Lutheran and then finally getting it, letting things click again. And sometimes momentum's that funny thing in sports where you lose it and it's so hard to get back. And whatever they found in that Lake Country Lutheran match, they carried over and just belted New Lutheran. And so that's a performance that Coach Weiss will be pretty pleased with.
They will take on Pacelli to finish things off today, and we will end this one here. We'll come back in probably about 30, 40 minutes once again. You're listening to Justin Schwartzmiller and Jordan King calling the Laconia Invite Volleyball. We'll be back with Laconia versus Pacelli in about 45 minutes.